Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Manny B Investing in BI, and we've got some information. The DOJ has stepped in and have gone after some international crypto criminals. So they say. So let's take a look. And we think this is what, was going on with the markets today. Let's go ahead and take an overall look here. The bloody red day that we've been having, it's turning around a little bit, and it almost started to instantly correct as soon as this announcement was made by the DOJ. So if we take a look here at the story, China-based crypto exchange founder arrested in a $700 million laundering operation. Now, this isn't an all-at-once type of a thing. This is an over-the-life, I'm sure, on the crypto exchange. This has happened. So, what are we gonna talk about in this one? Well, we're gonna talk about what they busted and what happened in the markets because of that. So, the founder of a Hong Kong-based cryptocurrency exchange called Bitzlato was arrested early Wednesday in Miami in connection with the vast money laundering operation, accused of transmitting more than $700 million in illicit funds in the past 4 years. So this operation has been up for 4 years, and they've moved almost $1 billion in crypto assets through it. So I'm assuming this Bitzlato thing is like kind of a shady dark net type of exchange that doesn't really require any kind of KYC to convert your crypto assets back to USD or whatever the currency is that it's probably like Hong Kong, whatever money they use there, the Hong Kong dollar or whatever they use. So people, they hack, they use, malware, different types of hacks to steal people's crypto. The problem with the cryptocurrency market is you can see what's going on. You can see the value transferring from wallet to wallet, so you can track it pretty easily. So what these criminals need, they need a way to confuse, to spread out, and to eventually get these illicit funds back to I will say, quote, a real world currency, such as the United States dollars, typically where this stuff ends up eventually. They like to push the narrative that crypto is bad and that criminals use crypto to do bad things. Well, criminals use all currencies across the entire world to do bad things. That's just what currency is. It's how it works. People use it to buy and sell. Criminals do the same thing. So the idea that, Bitcoin is just a currency for criminals is nonsense, because the United States dollar is just a currency for criminals, if you ask me. The Deputy Attorney General, Lisa Monaco, spoke to the Associated Press in an interview November 2, 2021, where they talked about hackers. So my speculation is that they found out about this currency exchange as they were investigating all of these different hacks throughout the cryptocurrency space. So when you're going through and you're doing investigations and, a crime happened here where, $400 million was stolen or, whatever, you see the hacks, $200 million hack, you see, all this stuff going on. They probably started connecting dots and saying, what is the common denominator with all of this criminal activity? Well, it appears that the criminals are sending their tokens to this platform and rinsing it and whatnot. And it ended up being Bitzlato, with their owner and founder just kind of just rolling around the United States, just living a great life, I assume. So the Deputy General, Lisa Monaco, said Anatoly Leg Konomitov, 40 years old, is a Russian national. Of course, this is a great narrative for America. He oversaw a major high-tech financial hub that catered to known crooks, including cyber criminals and drug dealers seeking to process dirty money. Today, the United States Department of Justice dealt a significant blow to the cybercrimes ecosystem. The Bitzlato facilitated the transfer of hundreds of millions of dollars in illicit funds, fueling darknet marketplaces, and laundering the proceeds of ransomware attacks. What I would like to see, though, is I would like to see them go after these people that started these ransomware. Like, this is the end result, right? This is the place that facilitated the transferring and conversion of stolen funds. But what I want to see is I want to see them going after the people that committed the actual hacks, that stole the actual funds and then used Bitzlato. just going after Bitzlato is just like scratching the surface of this crime that is happening online in the crypto space, and it's been happening for a very long time. People are like, well, they were speculating, hey, this is going to be bad. They're going to go after Binance. They're going after Nexo. They started throwing out all these projects that they thought that the DOJ was going to announce that they had attacked or gone after. And all of those just proven to be false. So everybody starts screaming nothing burger. So I don't think this is a nothing burger, but let's take a look at the online sentiment on Bitzlato. DOJ enforcement action against Russian. I've worked in the space since 2013. Never heard of it. Yeah, because you're probably not a criminal. That's probably why you don't know about criminal tools. Criminals know about criminal activity. And then Gorkstein Media, of course. People are starting to call it a nothing burger. What the F is Bitzlato? The DOJ really thought they did something. I mean, Wendy, they did. I mean, if you know anything about crypto, they did do something. The DOJ, people see them as a negative entity. I see them as a group of people that typically go after the small guy, the person that's not really doing anything, the person that has goodwill in their heart, like myself, maybe you. They want to stop us from being able to live our best lives. And you rarely ever see the DOJ actually go after someone that is doing something. They have with this one. I think this is great. This is the type of enforcement action that we want. We want bad and evil doers to be targeted by the DOJ, and we want the DOJ to leave us alone. So people are just going with this online narrative that it's a nothing burger and that it's stupid and that they've never heard of it. Well, if you're a good person in the space, yeah, you probably have never heard of Bitzlato, but that does not mean that this wasn't a good bust. I think this is a great bust. It sends shockwaves through the community, the scammer community, that, hey, if you do these things, we're going to get you at some point, I think this is a good message. I think this is a good bust. Me hearing about Bitzlato has nothing to do with anything. This sends out a good message to the criminal activity going on in the space. You don't have a free-for-all anymore. You might get hunted down by the United States authorities in conjunction with your local authorities. So I see this as a good thing, but of course people, they're saying, oh, it's a nothing burger. This is silly. Bitzlato is a feather. The DOJ is protecting it, and BlockFi, Voyager, Celsius, FTX. I can agree with this. Definitely. DOJ, I'm not saying is a good entity that's protecting anyone. I've actually made tweets just as recent as this morning saying that the DOJ or the SEC regulation is not going to stop the FTX, Celsius, or Voyager, BlockFi from happening. So I think they need to move in a good direction, and I think this is a start. I think they are starting to move in the right direction. We'll see the trend on the next announcements. If they go back to their old ways of just messing with us, then we know they're just BSing. It could be a psyop for all I know. Bitzlato could actually be nothing. It could be something that they created to say, hey, we're going after bad guys, when in reality they really aren't. That's possible, but this is not a channel that speculates like that. We're not doing conspiracies, but we're going to take the DOJ's word at face value here and assume that they are doing what they say they are doing. Taking down this Bitzlato thing, I see as a good and positive thing. I don't see it as a nothing burger. Bitzlato tag wallets have 11K in them. At peak, they had 6 million. So these guys they're taking screenshots of the wallets and whatnot. But it looks like, yeah, it was a kind of a Chinese kind of a deal. Now, who knows? This could be state sponsored, like most things are out of China. China could have been doing this stuff, but looks like they have a screen. This has 1,400 followers and hasn't tweeted in almost a year. Oh, what are they saying? Sorry, you backed the wrong horse, bud. Why is this even a thing? What about the U.S. dollar? Let's talk criminals. Yeah, I don't know why he's mad. He probably uses it. So it says that it's a peer-to-peer exchange about cryptocurrency. In simple words, the best conditions for trading. I guess. Telegram bot. Case closed. But yeah. They took down a Russian national. That's a point, The Hall, they got some Monopoly money on the table. A lot of jokes to go around. That's funny and that's fine. But to just sit here and say that it's a nothing burger and it's just silly is I guess, I don't know. $700 million funneled through. I think they'll be able to, with custody of this, they'll be able to go back through and see who was using it and see what they were using it for and look at some more illicit activities and possibly make more cases. That's kind of how these investigations go. They kind of just daisy chain through and they just start busting more and more people. Yeah, so that is oh, look, in the 24 hours, a total net worth of 63 was deposited in crypto exchanges, top exchanges. In terms of deposits, if this is true, this is from December 24th. Bitzlato, number one, 48 million. That's a lot of deposits. Jeez Louise. Withdrawals and Binance at the top there. So Bitzlato edged Coinbase in deposits. Wow. Maybe that helped them take a look at these guys and start doing an investigation, because this was like a month ago. But yeah, well, I guess maybe as time rolls, we'll start to get some more information out of what actually happened. I know we have the press release here from the department, which is just a bunch of jibber jabber talking about, what they did and whatnot. Maybe I'll read through this and maybe do another video on it. But again, the online sentiment saying that it's a nothing burger, I just disagree with that. I think this is good motion. I think that the DOJ should move in the direction of busting hackers that steal from bridges, that steal from exchanges, things like that. I see this as a good thing. I don't see this as FUD. I'm glad that the markets have kind of reacted a little bit. They kind of bounced a little bit in the last couple of hours here. So hopefully we get a rebound, maybe. I don't know. Hopefully people have put some buys in that downward motion. We're still down a little bit, but some buys in. And if we go back up and test the top again, then we'll maybe be able to take some profits, something like that. But yeah, thank you for checking out the channel. Hit that like, hit the share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.